The door closed with a click, and the house grew quiet as if waiting. I grasped the mug she had left on the counter, its steam rising, carrying the scent of chamomile and honey, a disguise she wore convincingly. Then the rocking ceased behind me, wood against wood, ending abruptly. "Grandma," he spoke, his voice calm, deliberate. He sat motionless, hands folded as if he had practiced restraint for more years than his age suggested. His eyes were not fearful, they were calculated. "Do not drink the tea your daughter-in-law made for you," he said, using precise words. Peaceful, unmissable. An ancient, instinctual warning stirred within me. I placed the mug aside without questioning or reacting in surprise. I acknowledged him with a single nod, as if this was an appointment we had arranged. Betrayal often comes before it is understood. 8 years ago, I met my daughter-in-law at a self-proclaimed baby shower where she embraced me forcefully and smiled excessively. She called me Mom before we deserved the title. I thought it was eagerness. I misunderstood ambition for affection. In an attempt to ensure the perfect family photo, she informed doctors that my grandson was born unable to speak, irreparably so. She became his voice, speaking on his behalf around him, even completing his thoughts before he could think them himself. I observed how she would answer questions intended for him and noticed how he learned to blend into the background. My son trusted her implicitly, a trust that was her greatest asset. The changes were gradual, happening stealthily. Locked cabinets, unknown pills, her watchful gaze as I sipped drinks she'd prepared, her casual inquiry about my blood pressure with a smile, feigning concern. I chose to observe and catalog rather than confront. That night following the warning, I discarded the tea down the sink. The drain seemed to understand the secret it was keeping. He spoke again later when the house lay still, fully articulate in storytelling. It turned out he had never been mute at all. Trained to be silent, rewarded for it, corrected when noisy, a child learns quickly in peaceful situations. I didn't weep as tears are audible. I arranged a doctor's visit for him, demonstrating independence. Cameras were installed legally, facing common areas. Locks were replaced, and a lawyer once assisted during a messy divorce was contacted. Old debts often bear interest. Lab tests confirmed the tea contained harmful substances, enough to induce illness or be termed an accident if overlooked. I remained vigilant while they enjoyed sunsets and buffets. In their absence, I compiled evidence, timelines, receipts, messages left undeleted. This pattern suggested care masking control. I documented every detail with the composure of one who understands storms don't bargain. Upon their return, tanned and cheerful, I greeted them as if nothing had transpired. I offered water, pure and secure. I noted her observation of the missing tea. The showdown was postponed. Patience is a form of respect. In my kitchen, on the familiar counter with the same mug between us, I pushed the lab report, then the footage, followed by a medical assessment that confirmed what I already knew. My grandson had never broken his voice, only hidden it. Her expression didn't crumble, instead it hardened. My sons both reacted. She attempted to speak, but I silenced her with a single, firm gesture. Not angry, not loud, just decisive. "You don't get to justify, you get to hear," I said. I informed her of what would transpire next. The restraining order, the custody petition, the police report filed that morning, the copies already dispatched. The fact that silence, once mastered, can be discarded. She glanced at the mug as if it might offer salvation. It didn't. Justice isn't sensational, it's administrative. It marches on, regardless of pleas for mercy. Now our house is tranquil for a noble cause. My grandson reads aloud at night, faltering but brave. He rocks occasionally, only when he contemplates. I no longer drink the tea she makes. I no longer need to. Some deceptions impart self-restraint, others instill accuracy. I have encountered and utilized both.